catching diamonds in the rain, letting precious water through the drain.
Summer now, I close my eyes and I feel the sun on my face. Reminds me of the times we had in our young arm embrace. Summer now, Go on, myself. I'm cold, steel stainless. My glass half full. Always said, don't suffer no fools. Serpent, daydream. I bite, you call me lovely. Got a sweet tooth. Gonna get the sugar from you. When they say I'm a machine gun, I take it as a compliment. Honey, you should know I can be a weapon. I can be a weapon. Come cold blood, selfish. Your words are painless. I like when I drive and feel so dangerous. They say I'm a red flag.
Hello there, FDL. I am extremely sorry for the delay. One of our teams did not show up for the 8 o'clock match, which is incredibly sad. I was looking forward to it. I know y'all sitting here were also looking forward to it, but that be how it rolls someday, as unfortunate as that is. That said, your night's not going to be wasted because we still have matches at 9 and 10 o'clock as of now. But at 9 o'clock, we will have the Star League Vipers versus Owls. And at 10 o'clock is Star League again with Colts versus Hammerheads. I recommend staying around or coming back in about 43 minutes. I think it's going to be fun. But hey, that's it for now. I'll see y'all then, hopefully, and catch you later.
Me down, and you feel it now. So long, right here and now. We can try this again. If you're in, I wanna see, but I need to be free. I'm cold, steel stainless. My glass half full. Always said, don't suffer no fools. Serpents, daydream. I bite, you call me lovely. Got a sweet tooth. I'm gonna get the sugar from you. When they say I'm a machine gun, I take it as a compliment. Honey, you should know I can be a weapon. I can be a weapon. Come cold blood, selfish. Your words are painless. I like when I drive and feel so dangerous. power, infinite, infinite power, infinite, infinite power, 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 infinite, infinite, infinite power, infinite, infinite power, infinite, infinite power, 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 infinite power.
Infinite power. Infinite power.
Infinite, infinite power, infinite, infinite power, infinite, infinite power, 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 power.
Infinite power.
Infinite power.
Breathing underwater. Can't let you go now. Making it so hard. You got to know now. Ooh, taking it too far. Nothing to hold now. I'm falling apart. Out in the cold now. Breathing underwater. Breathing underwater now. I can't let go. Underwater. Your skin for so long. Oh, I am in your head, so tell me, is it wrong? Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. You fell under my spell, my spell. You fell, my spell, my spell. You fell under my spell, my spell.
Solar eclipses. Solar eclipses. Solar eclipses.
Caught up in your gravity, always
Welcome back, FDL. We are finally back at it again. We got ourselves a match that finally happened. Woo! Congrats, FDL. We've done it. We got ourselves the Origin Dragons versus Hammerheads. But before we get into that, let's get into my co-caster, Conway. What's up, my friend?
Not too much, man. Happy to be here. Excited to watch some Origin action here. We got the Dragons and the Hammerheads. It should be a good one. I'm going to go ahead and send it to them if you're ready to go.
Yes, sir. Let's get it rolling. Let's get this beautiful match going. I'm excited. I like both of these teams. The Dragons are trying to secure a winning record with this game and go 4-3, whereas the Hammerheads are trying to come closer to having an even record at 2-4. So they're trying to get themselves that third win, which, starting off strong is Deal getting that first goal, really trying to get that win like I was talking about.
Yeah, Koala doesn't get the clear they were looking for, and Dill just dunks that one in right over Angel on a good quick opening here for the Hammerheads. Looks like it's going to be Destined to Destroy and Angel on the kickoff. Destined able to get it around, going to bring that one into the Dragons' end, float that across the net. It looked like Koala got a little bit of a touch to it. Dill not able to get there fast enough.
Ooh.
And Angel's going to dunk that one in over the Hammerheads defender.
Angel just barely slotting that and getting the bump on Dill too, which almost gave him the speed to get there. If Dill got a little bit more air or just like velocity on that, he might have had a chance to save that. But Angel with a nice quick retaliatory goal, get in there, and now trying to get this match underway instead of just shoot out right from the beginning. That said, Destin almost able to get a goal if he just had more boost to him. Trying to get the ball, gets the corner but unable to get it. Koala's going to try to clear it out, but Deal stopping it, hitting the ball to Angel in that corner. Destin challenging early, now Deal back on defense and Conway is starting to get a little bit aggressive with the Angel getting the bump and stealing the boost from him.
Yeah, that's actually right. And a little bit of work here in the midfield. Dill gonna pop that one up and over Angel, not able to do anything with it off the crossbar, but did catch the ball. Angel's gonna send that one down. It looks like it's going towards net. Dill pops that one out with a save. Dill also trying to get back to it. Koala with a good challenge. Gonna push that one in the middle. Destined is back. Gonna try to push that one off the wall from the corner. Taking it up the mid. Maybe looking for a pass to Dill. Not able to get there. That one's gonna go off the wall, off the ceiling. Koala just a little too quick to get there. Not able to get that ball. Goes right under it. Pushes it back down to the Dragons' end. Dill and Angel with a little bit of a challenge. Gonna float in front of the Dragons' net. Destined is there, but had to back up a little bit. Cost him some time, and the Dragons are able to fight that one off. And it looks like they're going to take it down to the other end.
Indeed, that was just an absolutely beautiful 50 by Angel, making sure that if it is going to be a 50, it goes in the direction of his teammate, and Koala just being patient, being there and then being patient with it as the ball is coming towards him, just getting the touch needed to put that in for the lead. And like that, even though the Dragons were being outshot 5 goals to 2 or 5 shots to 2 shots, they are currently in the lead. They're doing a good job on defense and getting some good clears, good plays going. Whereas the Hammerheads, they're not doing bad, truly. They get some good pressure on there, and that's a good ground pinch. And Angel getting the demo, making sure nobody can save it, and extending that lead 3-1, just 15 seconds shy of being the halfway marker. And that's kind of not a statement goal there per se, but a dramatic goal, getting the ground pinch and the demo.
Yeah, and the Dragons are shooting 100% right now. Each member has the exact same amount of shots as goals. What I said, just had it up. 2 for Angel, 1 for Koala, but Dill with a long shot pops that one over, and it goes right in. Takes it off the wall. Ball bounces down. Dill shoots it. Koala unable to react fast enough, and that one just pops right in to cut that lead to 1, and we're still 7 seconds away from halftime, Galloway.
Indeed, Koala caught a little too far forward on that goal line and just how awkward of it was just being behind him. No, that's just. I hate to see it for him, but it was a great shot from Deal and one that they not desperately needed, but one that they really do need to kind of slow down the momentum for the Dragons. A good bump from Destin keeps Koala from just banging that towards the net. Koala's going to have to now take this to the corner if he can. If he doesn't get beat to it, which Deal does beat him after grabbing that corner. Both Dragons a little bit low on boost until Koala gets that right there. Koala's going to try to dribble it around one. He can't get it past Deal, though. Does a good effort. Deal sticking between the net and the ball. Angel passed it mid, but Koala backing off after the low boost. Ooh. Ooh. What I thought was about to be a Hammerheads goal might turn into a Dragons if Koala can get it. And Conway, he gets it, but just over the net. It's just not able to be scored. And now, however, Deal getting bumped, does a great job. Oh!
There's a lot of pressure here, a lot going on. That was quite an interesting thing there, like you said. Dill slamming the door, and that ball went back and forth with lots of pressure, but nobody has scored. Angel is going to push that one down back towards their own net. Going to try to turn on it, push it back to the midfield. Gets it around Destin. Gets it around Dill. Dill with a good bump. Dill's going to take that one right off Angel's nose, but Koala is there. And once again, we're actually I can't say that. Koala 2 goals on 3 shots. They broke their 100%, but 2-goal lead, a minute 2. The Hammerheads are going to have to respond, and they're going to have to respond quickly here. You don't want to fall behind a game early in the series, especially with the way that the Dragons have been shooting and able to play. I mean, like you said, Hammerheads not playing badly. A little mistake there, a little miscommunication, and a collision in the midfield. Not what you want to see if you're the Hammerheads, but as this ball continues to push down, I like the pressure that Dill's getting, and I like this. I like the support that Destin is putting together for Dill.
Absolutely, and it leading to it, the pressure has been good. Even the pressure on that last goal from Dragons, Dill is doing a good job bumping Angel. It's just the Angel is just doing a fantastic job using that momentum, but the Hammerheads are really doing good pressure, especially with Destin throwing it towards the net, keeping that defense honest. Now with the little bump in the corner, it's going to leave that ball just to be cleared out long. And with 6 seconds left, I do think this is going to be a Dragons Game 1 victory. And neither team really playing badly. Just Dragons being a lot more precise and accurate with that shooting and a little bit quicker on the hustle at times, which has led to some of those goals.
Yeah, absolutely. Able to get there faster, move a little bit better, and it seems like maybe the Dragons' communication is a little bit better too. We saw the Hammerheads, collide a little bit there a second ago. Not something that they were really looking for. They had a couple of good opportunities. The defense by Dill has been pretty good. 2 saves, 2 goals on 5 shots. Like I said, Destin is playing that number 2 role as well as I've seen anybody do it so far. So they just got to keep going. But I mean, the Dragons, I don't want to say they're showing off in that first game, but they definitely played very, very strong. And a good, shooting exhibition.
Yeah, they weren't showing off, but they definitely showed up. No, shooting 80% and getting 5 saves, just negating almost all of the shots total for the Hammerheads. The precision that they're shooting with, otherwise it's a fairly even game, I would say. But the precision that the Dragons are shooting with is what's making the difference here. They're not rushing their shots. They're taking their time with it. If the shot's not going to go in, or if it's just to keep the defense honest, then that's that. But they're not rushing it. They're taking their time. Just like Dill is now going to try to take his time. Gets it over 1. Can't get the 50 on Angel, though. Destin low boost now to go back with Angel. Destin able to get out of the corner to the midfield, but Dill is now demoed for the troubles, and a great dunk on Angel. But Koala's going to get that control in the corner. Going to start trying to dribble it. Dill now 50 in. And ooh, we saw a little bit of a fake in action right there. Both teams backed off of it. Dill gonna go for a demo. Gets the bump on Koala. Gonna leave the net open, but Angel using the last of his boost gets there. Koala, not knowing Dill had no boost, hesitated on the shot, giving the Hammerheads a little bit of a break, and good back and forth action in this first minute. Different from the last game where we already had 3 or 4 goals in the first minute, Conway. Now both teams starting to be more respectful of each other. I say that within the first minute, Angel scores right on the dot.
Yeah, right on the dot, and good play. Angel just turns on that one. Defender not able to get across.
He
Poor
couldn't wait
Destin
just one
was
more
there.
second to not make me a liar.
Poor Destin was right there and just couldn't get it in, but I like the challenges from the Hammerheads so far. They've definitely sent a few balls right into the end there and right into the zone.
Ooh!
They just got to work on a little bit more control. As that one goes the other way, Dill's going to get that one off the wall. It's going to float towards the midfield. Dill gets a good touch on it. And Koala sends it back the other way, but Destin is there, going to put it towards the net. Can't get that one to go.
Oh.
Shoots that one a little bit wide with both defenders up in the air in front of the net. Not able to do anything with it, but there's Dill, and Dill is going to put that one in right under the crossbar. And Dill's shooting has been pretty fantastic when they get the chance to shoot on an open net. We've seen people have issues with that in the past where, you know, like you said, they rush it, they get the open net, and they're not able to sink it. So good on Dill to recognize that and get that good shot from a decent angle and a decent distance.
I feel slightly caught out by that statement, but you're not wrong at all. It was a beautiful shot, already being up for that too. However, this could be a counterattack from the Dragons. Angel not having a lot of boost, able to get there just barely, and able to counter it, and just like that, it was already negated the Hammerheads goal, putting them back in the lead. Dill almost getting that bump off too on Angel. He almost had that bump, keeping him off of that. However,
Yeah, we haven't seen too many goals come from around defenders for the Dragons. I mean, a lot of it really seems to have just been the Hammerheads pushing up aggressively, and the aggression not necessarily paying off. I like the way they're playing. They're just going to have to limit mistakes because Angel and Koala are very, very good at making them pay.
indeed they are. And no, this Hammerhead team. Oh, what a great 50 by Dill. Is going to put it right in front of the net. Destin not able to get there before. Koala could though. Now Koala trying to get it going forward. Can't get out center, but Angel gets the 50, goes over the crossbar though. Koala just slowing down the play. Dill being back to take it though. Angel low boost, going to get demo chased by Dill, forcing him to back off, which good play on Dill, putting that pressure on him. But Angel on that back wall, tapping it down to his teammate, getting it past one. Dill's going to put that shot on target though, and as good of a shot that was, Angel there, ready to save it, does so. Dill now clearing that out towards the net. And we're seeing a lot more shots this game so far. No. Both teams are sitting at 3 shots right now, and the accuracy is not quite there because now that this Hammerhead's getting the saves, and they're starting to limit how precise, how deadly each touch from this Dragon team can be, which is making the difference why it's still only a 1 goal difference now. And depending on what happens here, if Justin can hit that, he does. They're going to maintain control, and it's going to be across the net and gotten away. A little too much spice in the meatball, still unable to get to it in time.
Yeah, he just, like you said, just a little bit too much mustard on it, pushed it a little too far. Dill, good positioning, couldn't do anything with it. This one's still really close. Hammerheads being quite aggressive here. Dill's going to get the pop on that one. Maybe fake it a little, not able to get there. Try to push it a little further down. Koala's got this one in the corner. It's hard for an Origin player to score from the corner, but it's been done before. This one's going to push down the middle. The Hammerheads with a lot of pressure right now, unrelenting as they go through the ocean there. And that one just goes just a little wide. Like the shot, but man, good opportunity, almost squandered, you would almost say, as Koala's going to punch that one in as it bounced off. I didn't see which hammerhead it was went into the net, but yeah, it was Destin. Destin
Yeah.
flies into the net and not able to get back to do anything with that. Unfortunate. Those goalposts, not our friends sometimes.
That's very true. I'm convinced that the goalposts have the a grudge against FTL players in general. That said, Hammerheads just barely getting unlucky with that kickoff. Dio doing a great job saving it though. Now I have to continue with the second shot. And Angel gets it around him, and I hate to say this Conway because this Hammerheads is looking good. But Destin getting called out going for a demo, did not stay back in and just left that open for Angel, and that just might be the nail in this coffin. We'll see if they can do a kickoff goal here, and if so, there's still a chance, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be the fat lady singing for game 2.
Yeah, and just think, they had that open net, they had that opportunity, it didn't sink in, and then the Dragons take it the other way. That one's hard. Instead of being a 1-goal game, it becomes a 3-goal game, and that's a pretty big swing, especially right there towards the end of the game. Makes a difference. So the Hammerheads are playing good. They just got to close out. You know, there's one more game to go. We'll see if they're able to do anything with it. I believe that the Hammerheads could take at least one game here, but they're gonna have to be careful leaving Angel open, and you got to be careful with your defensive positioning and just maybe a little bit more communication.
Indeed, I hesitate to bring up any style difference. I truly do, especially with how good we've seen Destin play before and how good this Hammerheads team is looking. But you got to be a little bit more patient against this team here, because Angel and Koala like their offense. They're doing a good job on defense and clearing it out, but they are an offense-heavy team from what we've seen so far. And if you're a little bit more patient, you can sometimes get those counterattacking opportunities that we need to see this Hammerheads take better advantage of, especially whenever each goal is really counting, because the Dragons are not missing too much. They truly aren't.
Yeah, that's true. And the counterattacking opportunities have been there more for the Dragons than the Hammerheads, I'd say. We
Yeah.
talked about the aggression of the Hammerheads, and that's one of those things that can definitely be a detriment. Is if you get too aggressive, you get caught up forward, and you give them an open shot, which really is kind of the bane of every player as far as twos goes in Rocket League. It's a balance of offense and defense, aggressiveness and positioning. As we're underway here on this game 3, and the Hammerheads had a little bit of pressure, not able to control the ball. This one is behind Angel, not quite behind Angel. Angel was there. Destin is going to try to challenge this one on Koala. It's going to bounce up in their zone. Dill has it, and Dill's going to punch that one in 29 seconds there. Good challenge by Destin, and good finish here by Dill after Angel almost mistouched that or didn't get a touch on it at all. I wasn't sure which, but it looked good, and the Hammerheads put themselves up.
Yeah, he just barely did miss that, which just allowed Dill to beautifully place that. And no, Will deserved first shot. Now Dill trying to play it in the corner. Koala getting it past him. Angel not quite able to get the pinch out that he was looking for, but wins the 50 in the corner. Dill there to rescue or save the defense. Getting to clear it out. Koala's now going to play it back center, and Dill off the goalpost. Goalpost not rewarding him for his efforts, and not like this, a 50 going back towards the net. Dill able to get back though and make sure it doesn't go in. Now in a 2v1 situation with Angel back on defense. Angel getting the set the block, and the demo on Destin just really slowed down the Hammerheads offense, and now it's going to be the Dragons who are just barreling down the field. Koala, good pass out to center. Dill clearing it out. Angel now going to have to play some shadowed defense. Still trying to get that pass to his teammate. Trying to get over the Dragons defense, but being unsuccessful. And now it's an open net opportunity. Angel got back just in the nick of time to Conway, and the Hammerheads are looking strong. They're putting up some good pressures. They're taking better advantage of when the Dragons miss or double commit. But right now, there's just it is hard pressed to buy another goal, and that bump right there may lead them to open that opportunity.
Yeah, it was close. That was a little bit of positioning error there by the Hammerheads, both of them in the corner, not able to do anything with the ball there. Angel is going to send that one down for Koala, who's going to bounce it out. Dill gets the clear, sends it down. It's going to go off the back wall. Dill able to get there, but once again just sends it wide. I mean, we're talking a couple of degrees here. Dill has been playing very well and shooting exceptionally well, and unfortunately just not able to finish these off. Destined there with a good challenge on Angel. That one is going to go back towards the Dragon's end. Koala puts it right to Destined. Angel is able to kind of clear that off, but that one bounces backwards. Koala's going to pop that up, tries to avoid Destined there. Koala gets the touch. Destined is there, going to pop that one back middle. The Hammerheads getting some good bounces here. Going to have to do something with them as we count down to 2 minutes left. And what a pass there by Destined right to Dill. That's going to put those Hammerheads up 2-0 with 2:07 left, and that was a beauty of a play.
That wasn't a pass to Benson. That was Koala not communicating with Angel, who had the positioning, and just a double commit there. Koala placing it directly center of the net, and just Dill being in good positioning, sinking it. And now we're seeing this Dragon team starting to make a lot more double commits and miscommunication. Hammerheads keep taking advantage of that. They'll bring themselves right back in this situation. Koala caught going for the corner boost, and like I said, this miscommunication, these misplays from the Dragons are starting to become more and more apparent. And as long as the Hammerheads take advantage of it, proving my point right here, Destin is, they're in this. Now, it's a completely new situation that we have not seen yet, with the Hammerheads up 3, with the Dragons just not getting a single goal. That said, I'm about to say we might see a 4th one, but Dustin unable to put it into the net.
Yeah, 3-0 for the Hammerheads, and we've seen they double committed there a little bit, but they were able to kind of bounce back. But you're absolutely right as far as the Dragons here, just not playing like the Dragons that we've seen previously. And Rocket League can be a little bit mental, so you gotta wonder if a little bit of frustration on the Dragons end. The Hammerheads, all their moves and plays finally paying off, and Koala there with an awkward touch, not able to sink that one in. Angel's gonna send that one over before Dill can get to it. Koala gonna try to catch to it, or try to catch that ball and get to it, but like I said, maybe a little bit of frustration there. As Dill almost knocks that one in, not able to get it to go. Faked out the defender, and unfortunately that one bounces off the crossbar.
Indeed, we got Koala getting a pass over the net, but Dill ready for it. Takes it to the corner. Angel trying to get it midfield, misses his touch off that corner, and now we got Koala and Angel both there. Koala's going to try to get control of the ball. Dill not letting him get his time, clears it out. It's going to be a pass towards the net, and like that, the Dragons have brought themselves back within this game to try and salvage it. Only 25 seconds remaining, though. Down 2 is certainly possible. We've seen these teams be able to score fast. It's just a matter of now if they can just regain that momentum and pressure that they had in games 1 and 2. And if Dill misses this, if he had hit that, I think that's going to be it. That said, now we've got a dribbling opportunity. Koala's going to try to get it past. A good 50. Angel keeps it in his possession. Unable to sink it. Unable to sink it though, and that's just going to be a Hammerheads goal, and we have ourselves a game for Cole. I'm about to call you Koala. We have a game for Conway. I am falling apart here.
That's all right. Yeah, the Dragons had opportunities there, just not able to finish it off, and Hammerheads definitely adapted there and making the changes that they needed to take that game. And I told you, I felt like one was coming as the time goes out on this one, and there we are. Hammerheads take one. Man, I don't know what happened in the last half of that game or even that entire game, but that did not look like the Dragons that we'd seen previously. Good for us because we get a series out of it, but goodness. Dragons are going to have to figure something out. They really didn't seem to have any answer for the Hammerheads there. till right towards the very end. But I mean, Dill left some meat on the bone there. Had a couple of shots that went wide, not able to finish them off, and that one definitely could have been a bigger blowout than 4-1 for sure.
Absolutely. Dragons only getting one shot out. This is It was not the same team from game 1 and 2. They started making more mistakes. It's almost like they got more comfortable and therefore allowed themselves to play sloppier. And Hammerhead has taken full advantage of that. Has now brought themselves back into the series with the first win. And now it's on the Dragons to rein it back in and get themselves within control. And it's on the Hammerheads to keep swimming forward at full momentum, just hunting down the next prey of game 4. And
Yeah, I was say not just a win, right? But a dominant win at
yeah,
that. Is,
yeah.
that's a good way to get yourself back into that series. I mean, it wasn't like it was a one-goal game. I mean, they won by 3, could have been 4 or 5, so I'm interested to see how they respond and what these Dragons are gonna do here off the kickoff as Destin is gonna take it right off of Angel's nose. Koala's gonna go back for it. Destin's gonna push that one towards the net. Koala puts it up. Dill back there waiting. Dill backs off. Angel takes a shot or puts it in the end for the Hammerheads. Takes a little bit of a break. Dill is there. Can they get it over Angel? Not able to, but I like the opportunity. Destin is there. Takes a little bit of a backflip. That one's going to keep it in the Dragon's end. Koala is going to play that one off the wall. Dill goes for the challenge. That one was an absolutely superb bounce off the back wall. Almost gets it in the net, but Angel, with being the guardian angel of the net there, just barely gets to it, and I like what these Hammerheads are doing here.
Indeed, that's good shadow defense, able to thwart the offense of these two Dragon players. Now the Angel gets it past one. He's got time to dribble it. Gets it past Dill and couldn't quite get it, just a little bit wide. I like that look though. That's very reminiscent of what we've seen this Dragon team be. It's a lot more precise. And if you just get that a little bit more narrow, that would be a goal. That said, this Hammerheads team from the Origin League is not going to make that easy. They've got good pressure. Angel anticipating the 50, didn't get it. Dill decided to be patient, take it to the corner, wins the corner 50. Koala able to get past Destin though, going to try to take it to the other end. Angel touches that, not Angel, Dill touched that. Koala gets over to the defender. But a little bit too much speed, keeps it wide, and Hammerheads not out of the dangerous waters yet, but okay, well they're out of the dangerous waters now, but still not looking too good themselves. By that I mean, they haven't scored or gotten a clear look. The first clear look, Colin Bay came from that demo, but it's just a little bit wide.
Yep, just a little bit wide. Hammerheads definitely playing what they need to and playing the way that they should. That was an excellent demo there on the goal line by Destin. Those are always nice to see, but man, just missing it by a couple degrees is not fun, as we have seen. And obviously this is Origin. Everybody here still working on the shooting, working on getting better. So, but that's the kind of stuff that if this was maybe expert or elite or even master, you're not expecting them to miss that by that much. But as this one in the Hammerheads end, Dill able to get that one out. The Dragons with some pressure, but the Hammerheads responding in kind and not letting anything up here. As Angel is going to run into Dill, that one is going to go off the goalpost. Thankfully for Koala, Angel was there, and Angel is going to put that one in at 2:01, our first goal in this game 4. Dill had good positioning, thought that ball was going to go towards the net, and it just posted, and Angel was there to pick up the rebound. That's frustrating for the Hammerheads, but you know, those kind of plays do happen.
Indeed, well, we've seen that kind of in a backflip. Thankfully, Angel was unable to get on it in time, though. But that's the kind of plays that we've seen the Hammerheads take full advantage of. Is those demo plays like we saw them try doing with the last possessions. That said, we're seeing the aggression from this Dragon team try to come out more alive. That said, again, we're using that phrase. because they're just constantly proving me a liar or trying to prove my own words wrong. We see retaliatory bumps from Destin on Koala to just leave a wide open backfield, and like that, Conway, Hammerheads tie it up. Both teams starting to get physical. You love to see it. Koala, however, missed this, will put Angel in an awkward situation. Deal, flinging that on target. Angel able to keep it out somehow. And Koala
Ooh, what a
unable
floater
to
by
respond. A great floater by Destin.
That was an impressive shot there by Destin, just to float that one in. Koala got up, and man, Hammerheads just back to back, bouncing right back into this one, and that was crazy. What a shot!
Indeed, and we're almost seeing the Hammerheads really kind of pick apart this Dragons team. They feel like they're starting to run out of steam a little bit. When they put that aggression on, that pressure, it looks and feels great. But the Hammerheads are being a lot more patient about it, being more precise with how they use their aggression, it seems like, and it's working for them.
Yeah.
I mean, no, go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead. Sorry.
No, I always love hearing your beautiful voice, my friend. But I was just going to say, Hammerhead's only up by 1, so it's still very easy striking distance, especially in this situation here where they're going to tie it up. But it almost feels like at this point it's no longer who is. I'm not sure how to say this, Conway, but without sounding without wording it wrongly. But it feels like whichever team just messes up more at this point. I feel like, and I don't mean that in a bad way, like they're going to mess up. I just mean that as which one's going to have more unforced or more forced errors now. But both these teams are taking advantage of the same kind of situations. Like right there, a miscommunication that was double commit, just left it open just to bounce right on in.
Yeah, Destin there gets that touch, and like you said, double commit by the Dragons, and that one rolls in. Koala tries to get there, not quite able to do it, but 24 seconds left. And this one coming down to the wire, 1-goal game here. Destin is going to flip that one off. Dill just answers very, very quickly. Angel able to bump that one in, and it looked like Angel may have bumped his own teammate there, but that one's going to roll in for the Dragons. And we have a brand new game with 15 seconds left. Wow. Not very often do you see somebody knock their teammate out of the way to go down and score a goal, but that is certainly what happened there.
Not only that, he bumped his teammate out of the way, which made Koala bump into a Hammerheads player who was there for defense. So it was just a bump that worked. However, it's going to be open to opportunity. Angel able to get back just in time, and oh, Conway, I thought for sure we were about to see a goal, but we might just go into OT. Koala's going to go up for it, gets it right into Deal, who meets him in the air, and that was on target and a mighty intense final 15 seconds. But we do have OT for this game 4. Dragons on match point.
Yeah, Dill had a good shot there, just not able to get enough power onto it. If they'd have dunked that one in there a little harder, that's good. And
That's
that
in.
one's going to fly down. Dill polishes this one off. 15 seconds passed. Took him 15 extra seconds, but Hammerheads are going to take this game 4 right off the nose of a Dragons player. That one's going to sting for a little while. The Dragons were in control the first 2 games, but this one here, they come storming back again. No clear favorite here, but momentum certainly on the Hammerhead side. When's the last time you seen a reverse sweep on stream? On stream?
I do not believe it happened yesterday, so it had to have been sometime last weekend. I think we had one. I can't remember though. That said, we're definitely in reverse sweep territory now. This Dragons is on the back heel. They did a solid recovery this game compared to game 3, but they were just unable to really sink it and secure it. So now we got the Hammerheads who are on a march forward, just taking us into a game 5 opportunity, and it's just and we got ourselves into a we love Deal.
Man, I tell you what, that one could have ended right there at the end, like you talked about. Dill not able to get it in there, and the or the Dragons cleared it out, and then 15 seconds later, they go ahead and score anyways. That was a good one. Koala in here, Dill's in here, waiting for Destin to get this one going. Everybody's in there. Here goes the game 5. It's going to be Dill and Koala on the kickoff whenever the server decides to let it start, and there we go. Once again,
I think Rock
Koala.
Lee's trying to build the tension.
It sure was. That one's going to flop back into the Hammerheads end. Koala is going to push that one down. Unfortunately, pushes it just a little bit too far. Still able to make that save and make that catch. Ball still in the Hammerheads end. Destined is going to push this one down, but it gets taken by Koala. Dill going to try to go up and play this one. Just floats past the net. Destined able to get there first, but Angel turns on it, and I have to commend Angel's corner play has been phenomenal. Just able to go up and get whatever ball basically when it feels like maybe the Hammerheads have to wait a little bit. Car control definitely a premium and a very good thing there for the Dragons. A little bit of a mistouch. Dill had an opportunity and not able to get it, but you know, like I said, car control definitely been on the Dragons side, but man, the Hammerheads have been taking every opportunity they can to do something.
Indeed, and it hasn't happened yet, but one thing we're seeing from this Dragon team is they're starting to go for a lot more demos, going for those plays where they try to beat the first man, and then once they do, they try to clear up that second man. Has not paid off yet as a demo play. That said, we got Angel beating out the defenders in a hustle, getting that ball in the net in the first minute, 7 seconds, and now we got Dragons. I think this is the first time they scored the first goal within 2 games. I think games 3 and 4, the Hammerhead scored first, and good patience by Angel. Unfortunate for Destin, just misread that ball coming off that wall, and we got ourselves a 2-goal lead now for Dragons. That patience is paying off.
I believe Dragons scored first in the last game, actually, Galloway. But
I can't
either
remember.
way, that's okay. They do go up 2 goals. And interestingly enough, on that first one, the way that the ball was going, and the pre-jump that Destin did, if Dill touches that, it may still go in because maybe a little bit of a miscommunication there. But both players were up for the Hammerheads, as that one's going to go off the back wall. Destin tries to catch that one, not able to get there. Koala's going to miss that one or go around it. Dill puts that one in the corner. Somebody pops it up. Dill off the crossbar. Destin puts the rebound away. And that's the way to answer if you're the Hammerheads. Angel gets that bump. It goes off the back wall. Dill puts it on net. Bounces off the crossbar. And, man, Destin had an opportunity there and definitely took advantage of it.
Absolutely. Dill doing a fantastic job just getting up and beating them there. And it's just a beautiful pass and a beautiful shot. Now, that said, Destin getting a great dunk on the second man for the Dragons. So now Dragons are going to have to hustle back. It's a wide open net. Oh,
no.
Can't sink it. And Dragons getting away with, I guess, robbery. That should have been open net, but somehow the net stole that away from the Hammerheads. And now the Angel in the corner gets it out center, but Dill's waiting for it. Going to take it back to his own corner. Is going to be challenged by Koala off that wall. He gets it centered, tries to get down for the bump, but couldn't do so at Destin. Angel's going to throw that from the side wall. It gets it over Dill to the back right corner, or top right rather. And now with that safety net of a 2-goal lead again, Dragons are starting to look much better. They're starting to look a little bit more reminiscent of the first game, where their accuracy is at 80% shooting again.
Yeah, and that one not going in before hurts. That one's going to be in the front, and the Hammerheads are going to get one back. Destined plays that misplay by Koala perfectly. Oh man, if they get that one back, you know, this game would have been even, and instead they have to take a bounce opportunity there to get back within 1. But like you said, the goal just, you know, saving that ball, and unfortunately they weren't able to get it. And Dill was in a good position. That ball just takes a weird bounce. Both the defenders miss. Maybe a little miscommunication there for the Hammerheads because they both went back. Dill turns off of it. Destined was not able to get the touch. That one's going to go into the Hammerheads end. Koala not able to play it. Angel's going to put that one off the wall. Dill sends that out. Destined gets demoed by Koala. Angel pops that one off the wall. Dill is there, going to try to carry that one down. It's going to go up and around. Koala passes it right back to Dill, but Koala catches it. Destined is up. The ball is there, and oh no. Look, Angel and Dill meet together, and that ball just goes right into the net. That's got to be frustrating for the Hammerhead because that's a split-second touch that just barely could have been the difference.
Indeed, and split second it was. Just barely beating out Deal on that hustle. And does a good job getting there, especially once Koala got the pass and the bump on Destin. Now Hammerhead's back down by 2 once again, but not looking bad though. A good shot by Deal brought out both defenders from the Dragons. However, Angel's able to get it around Destin. Taps it up to Angel, who gives it to Deal, who clears it out. Dragons now back into their own corner. Koala's going to get that boost, going to play it off that wall. Both owls. Both Hammerheads up for it. Destin jumped a little too soon, but Angel unable to get his car on that ball. Leaves it open for Dill to clear it out. Gets that pass off the backboard to Destin, who shoots it. And Angel, I think that was a half flip backwards, gets the save. Dill doing a great job of that mid boost, getting that clear. Koala, however, put it behind the defender. Dill doing all he can, Conway. Hustles, gets back, slows this ball down. Just not enough. Oh, so close.
Yeah, very, very close. Yeah, we've all been there. You go to make a save, it bounces off the post and goes in. Hammerheads looking good. Opportunities still coming up for them. Destined not able to get that one on net. That one's going to roll. They got to do something here quickly. I don't think it's going to... Oh, it's a little wide. They had the opportunity. That could have been the final one, and just not able to do anything with it. Dill maybe trying to pass that one down to Destin. Not able to get it. Dill going to clear out the defender, but Koala is going to steal this one from in front of Destined, and that should probably do it. Koala there, taking that one and putting it in for a 6-2 lead. 10 seconds left. Hammerheads were hanging around, but these are the Dragons that we've seen in the first 2 games, and just able to polish this one off, it seems.
Yep, it took them 2 games to do so, but they were able to recollect themselves and just put that pressure on there and secure the win. Angel, Koala, good job bringing it back. Deal, Destin, fantastic job bringing this to a game 5, making all of us have to worry or wonder if it's going to be a reverse sweep or not. That said, Dragons able to sink it down. How I believe that was what 8 shots. So they again had 80% shooting accuracy with 6 goals. The Dragons, when they were playing good, they were precise. They were calm and collected with their shots. And Hammerheads, when they were winning, they were taking advantage of whenever mistakes did happen and just punished them for it.
6 goals on 8 shots would be 75% Galloway. It's okay. We still love you.
I'm old.
You are right. And yeah, when they were on, they were on. And when they were off, man, the Hammerheads were able to do what they were able to do in those game 3, game 4. But unfortunately for the Hammerheads, just not able to finish that one off. They had some opportunities, let them get away, and unfortunately that's really when the Dragons started walking away with it. Like we said, the goal that got saved by the net got taken the other way, and instead of being a 2-2 game, it became a 3-1 game, and they were able to get a quick one back, but never scored anything else after that, even with the opportunities, shooting things wide, and just frustrating for the Hammerheads. But Dragons played very well to get back into it and stave off the reverse sweep. which I feel bad about because I think I gave it a mouth before it happened, and unfortunately didn't go the Hammerheads' way.
Indeed, and you always love to see a comeback story. However, Dragons doing a great job bringing it back. Game 5. That's it for the 9 o'clock hour. But in just a few short 8 minutes, we have a Star League match. It's going to be the Colts versus Hammerheads. You don't want to miss that. Conway will be returning, and we all love this beautiful man. That said, see y'all in 7 minutes.
Me down, had me feeling alone. So long, gone. Right here and now, we can try this again. If you're in, I gotta see what I need to be free. Far from my powers, not too bad. I'm holding back, I've made it my plan. Seeing this next time, not sure I'll plan. Holding the key firmly in my hands. I'm looking forward, I know where I stand. And this is it, I have nothing to lose. Now is the right time, I'm making my move. I wanna hide down. You can't bring me down. I wanna hide down. You can't bring me down.
dancing in that line, past that we could never run. Oh, they were dancing way up high. Stars were dancing in that line, the future we will never run. Dirt on our feet was bone dry, it was bone dry. Thought another goal is all we needed. Taking second chances till we bleed. And when all the love had been depleted, we had but no choice to concede. As the stars were dancing in that line, past that we could never run. Oh, they were dancing way up high. Stars were dancing in that line, the future we will never run. Dirt on our feet was bone dry, it was bone dry.
Good evening, FTL, and welcome back for the last match of this beautiful Saturday night. I'm Conway Twitchy. I am joined here by Ken. Ken, how you doing?
I am doing pretty good, Conway. We got the Star Hammerheads and Colts, two teams lower in the standings, bringing their C lineups for both of them. We'll see what happens. I'm really interested in this Colts team. They are an enigma, I'd say. This lineup they're bringing took down the Eagles and handed them their only loss, but that's their only win on the season. So they're really, we could get anything out of them. I'm upside with the Colts prediction-wise. I don't know why. I don't really have strong feelings towards either team on this one, but I do recognize the players on the Colts and know what they're capable of. So I don't know what you think of the two teams.
Both teams, under 500. Hammerheads, sitting at 2-4, and the Colts at 1-5. We'll have to see what happens. Both of them are fighting pretty good to try to stay, close to whatever race they need to. So, if you don't have any qualms about it, I'm gonna get this thing started off.
Yeah, let's get them on the field. Let's see who is on the kickoff for both. We'll have Snackback and Dalton for the Hammerheads and Doomster and Senfus for the Colts as we get into game one.
We got Doomster and Snackpack gonna take that one right there in the middle. Dalton gonna carry that one off the wall into the Colts end, gonna try to play that one off the ceiling. Gets a little bit of a carry, and the Colts meet that one on the ground. Snackpack gonna deflect that one off to the side of the net, but that one's gonna float mid. Dalton and Snackpack meeting each other right in front of the net. Snackpack able to get up and send that one away. Sinfus put that one on net, and Doomster's going to keep that one in. The Colts getting a lot of pressure right now. Defender out of the way, but Sinfus not able to put that one in. Doomster going to charge back, gets the demo on Snackpack. Doomster turns around on it, pops it up, and Dalton able to get that one cleared down to the Colts end. And man, the Colts keeping some pressure on here, Ken.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of getting to the ball before the Hammerheads are able to, and getting some demos, some timely, bumps, clearing out that second man and just making sure they have space. Doomster has a shot here. Passes to Senfus, but Senfus isn't quite in the right spot. We've seen that a couple times where their passes, they had the right idea, but the second man isn't quite in the right spot. Awkward play from Snackpack, who I think is one player to watch in this series. I've seen him play in a previous series, and he's a 14 salary, but he did not play like one in the one I watched. So definitely interested in watching how he goes. Is that ball's going to cross through mid, but Colts aren't able to score. But again, it's been a lot of pressure from the Colts so far this game.
Yeah, it's been back and forth. They've been passing and moving and doing all the things like you talked about. Snackpack's going to bring that one in, and a Colts player, Doomster, going to meet right there in the middle. That one's up. Dalton's going to get the touch. Dalton gets that one around Senfus. Doomster battling with Dalton. That one goes up. Looked like Snackpack left that one just a little bit high, not able to do anything with it. Gonna get met there by Senfus. Ball still floating in the Colts end there. Gonna float towards the net. Both player, the defender and the attacker, missing the ball. Doomster with a little bit of a bump on Senfus, and Senfus still able to get back. The car control here and the timing has been pretty impeccable aside from the shooting for both of these teams, as we're about to cross halfway in the match and still no score.
Yeah, we're seeing pretty scrappy game from both teams. Some demos, some bumps, some accidental team bumps even, but some good recoveries have really shut down a lot of the offense. And the shooting, like you said, hasn't been there quite for both teams. Snackback is a good carry, but I think Doomster will shut that down. And the defense has been solid for both teams. The rotation's not perfect, but good enough, and they're just getting enough good touches. Doomster might be in trouble here. Yeah, another good demo comes out. Leaves an open net. Dalton, one-on-one, gets it past. And that'll give the Hammerheads a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that was just a great play there. Good demo. Gonna pop that one up and around. Senfus gets up to try to do a defensive play with it and just not able to get it there, unfortunately. And yeah, Hammerheads. Oh, excuse me, goodness. Hammerheads are gonna open that one first. Was it Dalton gonna send that one backwards and almost gets that one in the net as well. Snack Pack pinches that one off the wall. It's gonna bounce down towards the Colts zone. Not able to finish that one off. Defenders there waiting, but they get it going. That one's gonna go center. Sinfis puts the shot on, but Snack Pack with a miraculous save, just blasting that one away. Snack Pack once again back there. Sinfis gets a double touch off the wall. It's going to bounce right back down. Snack Pack goes for the backflip to try to cut him off. Not able to move that ball away. They're looking for that one for Doomster. Goes high, not able to get back to it. Dalton's going to send that one down. Doomster getting to it, or Sinfis, sorry, getting to it. Going to carry that one down, gets bumped, but there's Doomster going to put it up. And unfortunately, just a little wide, maybe not an intentional shot going for the double, but not able to get the double touch as we cross over to a minute left. And it looks like for all the pressure the Colts have put on, the Hammerheads could walk away with this one if the Colts can't get their shooting on.
Yeah, they've had some good opportunities, and they've tried to capitalize, but they haven't quite found the mark. And a lot of times they're giving up these big clears out of the Hammerheads that just relieve enough pressure and keep them from getting a good boost start. But a double commit by the Hammerheads, Dalton has to get a good touch here. He gets to the corner, but if you're Doomster right here, I think you want to be a little bit closer to mid. 30 seconds left. You want to be in position to shoot that ball if it crosses like it does. Instead, Snack Pack's going to get to carry this down, has control, gets a flick, and Senfis has to make a panicked save. 10 seconds left. I mean, as the clock ticks down, the Colts definitely have the ability to put this ball in the net and get to overtime, but I'm not sure they will. I think the Hammerheads will take this one in a very close game one as Senfis knocks that down. Hammerheads take the win in a very close game one that I think both teams will take positives away from, even if the offense wasn't quite there at times for the Colts.
Yeah, they had a lot of pressure, like we said. That first minute was pretty much all them. Simphis and Doomster had a lot of good pressure on there. And then towards the end of the game, towards the middle of the game, Snack Pack and Dalton just warming up. Snack Pack 5 shots on net. Dalton 3 shots, the only goal of the game. Doomster was all over the place. Somehow did not record a stat there, but we definitely saw them, making moves and getting touches, and 394, the highest scorer of this game. In the top two players on the Hammerheads and Senfis with that score, but man, it was so close and just a 1-goal game there. But I'm interested to see how they respond because, like you said, maybe positioning for the Colts not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to where their second man is playing on offense. They're not quite in the right spot to capitalize because they've gone for some passing plays, but that second man is never able to make good contact. Like sometimes they were able to get to the ball, but it was just to touch it to the corner again. They weren't generating shots off of that. And I think that's really where a lot of the problems came from. But the defense looked really good. I mean, both for the Hammerheads and the Colts. So the defense looked solid. There were some rotational, like maybe double commits and things, but they weren't punished. I think that's one of the keys is just don't put yourself in a spot where it's easier for the other team to do that. As it's a shot on net, but I think that was saved away. But yeah, I mean, both teams, things to work on for that first game, but Hammerheads come away with a win. As we get into game 2, Doomster, I think it's going to be the first goal of the series for the Colts. And yeah, that's just going to roll in.
Yeah, just a little pop there. Doomster able to get the open net, touch that one and send it down. Snack Pack racing back, but wasn't able to get to it, unfortunately. And that one just going the Colts' way as they open up the scoring here. First goal of the series, like you said, comes 29 seconds or 27 so seconds in, and Snack Pack's going to answer right in front of, was it Doomster back there? Yeah, Doomster's back. Snack Pack just pops that one up. Doomster tries to go up for it and just not fast enough.
Yep. Not enough boost there off a kickoff for Doomster after he had gone for that kickoff. So an unfortunate one. Kickoff goals, part of the game, but always an annoying bit to deal with. Senfis gonna whiff there. I don't think he really wanted to make contact, but this ball's gonna go over, and this might be dangerous, but Doomster gets a good enough touch. Still a little bit of trouble, but should be able to take this ball and get a good clear. Flick over one. And maintains control. I mean, Snackpack, good attempt at a 50, but Doomster reads it a little bit better than might have overcommitted there for boost. I think the Hammerheads will have an opportunity to attack here.
Yeah, I think so too. Snackpack's going to put that one on. Doomster is there to make that save, but Dalton and Snackpack working together to get the defenders out of position. Senfis playing a little bit further back than maybe the Colts would like. I noticed that Doomster's moving some things around and doing the things that they need to do, but just not able to get back to the ball fast enough as Dalton's going to put that one in. Just a good little pass by Snackpack off the wall. Going to bounce it off with the wheels, and Dalton flips over and puts that one right over Doomster.
Yeah, and both Colts made an attempt at that ball, and they were both just not able to make contact, and that's a really tough goal to give up, you know. You don't necessarily think there's a positioning error. They just weren't quite able to make contact. And that ball's, I mean, really just got to give credit to Dalton there for a great shot more than anything. Good pass, but the shot really made that play. Put that exactly where he needed to get it past the defenders. But Doomster with a dunk, that was vicious. Snackpack just had his snack stolen, I'd say.
Yeah, Doomster pops that one off the wall. Snackpack right there. Doomster flicks right back over, and not a dunk per se, a little bit of a floater, but goodness, what a shot to get these Colts right back into it. Dalton and Doomster on the kickoff. Snackpack's going to carry this one, going to take it in. Senfis is up. Senfis gets the pop. Dalton going back for it. Senfis is going to maybe pursue, backs off a little bit. Doomster and Senfis, maybe a little bit of a collision there. That one's going to go back towards the net. Senfis is there, but going to have to do something. Doomster chasing that ball down, and Doomster's going to dunk that one in. And we've seen a lot of action here and a lot of scoring very quickly.
Yeah, I don't think Dalton expected that clear out of Senfis. Wasn't really in the play. Didn't quite get enough boost as he came back, and good way to capitalize there from the Colts. Take the lead, and just a really odd sequence there. I mean, we've seen these two teams have been more willing to commit in this second game, it feels like, but maybe too much. I mean, we've seen some over commits and really getting punished a couple times. There's another double commit from the Hammerheads, and if the Colts can do something to get this ball downfield, to be able to potentially score again, but Doomster.
Oh man, that was a great bump, and then the ball just kind of rolled down the Colts' way, and the defender was able to get there. Senfis with the save. Doomster goes to try to clear it out, but no momentum. Snackpack puts it off the crossbar. Dalton's going to send that one back to Snackpack, and that one's going to go in for the even. But the Colts fought that pressure off well, I thought. Just unfortunately, a couple of bounces go the Hammerheads' way.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things for the Hammerheads, I think that was, they had three pretty wide open looks at the net, and it took them all three to get it in. So if you're the Colts, you're like, well, you know, maybe we don't have to play perfect defense with the way they're shooting. But as I say, that Snackback was a great shot on net. Never mind. That was a banger of a shot from the corner. And, I mean, this game's tied. It's definitely been a messier game than the first one. The first one was very, you know, controlled from both teams, kind of feeling each other out maybe. This one's been a lot of aggression from both.
Yeah, I agree with that. That was an excellent play there by the Colts, catching that and moving it downfield. There's Dalton that one's gonna be going the wrong way there for the Hammerheads. It's up. Dalton gets the carry. Senfis gonna attack it, but maybe a little double commit there by the Colts. Doomster not able to make a touch on it. That's gonna fly downfield. Dalton with the catch. Dalton with the carry. Tries to get the flick. Going to go a little wide. Doomster there with the touch and the save. That one's going to get brought down. The Dalton is underneath of it. Dalton with the demo. Senfis gonna finish that one off. Or Doomster with the demo on Dalton. That's a lot of D word. And Senfis is gonna send that one in to put them up with 58 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, we saw at the beginning of the first game. It seems like Colts really like demos. And that was a productive demo. That's something I always Well, that's unfortunate. Not going to let me finish my thought here as Doomster needed to make it that touch. Didn't get the touch he wanted, though. And that's another kickoff goal going the Hammerheads' way.
Oof. Yeah, those kickoff goals, those, like you said earlier, get frustrating. Especially as, you know, you're trying to tie it up, and then the next thing you know, the other team, you're working for yours, and then, you know, they get one to bounce right in off the front, off the kickoff, which is not what you want to see if you are the Colts. But that's a good shot by Sinfis. That one's up. It's going to bounce out and almost into the net. Sinfis catches that one, just pushes it a little bit wide. Doomster's going to be there. Snack Pack is going to push it out for Dalton, who gets a touch. Ooh, that was a quick little fake it, a good move there for Dalton to kind of get in front of the defender, and Snack Pack is going to polish that one off.
Yeah, you really feel for the defender there. They're really in no man's land. Dalton's going to demo you if you don't challenge that immediately, but Snack Pack has control. So you really just have to hope that you guess right about what Snack Pack is going to do. And sadly for the Colts, he didn't. Hammerheads get the lead. Another good touch from Snack Pack. Dalton should be able to score this easily and give the Hammerheads a 2-goal lead. And this game, back and forth the whole way, but the Hammerheads at the end have managed to pull something out of that.
Yeah, and Sinfis had the right idea, but maybe not shooting directly at Snack Pack the best idea there, unfortunately. And that one, it looks like it's going to be another one, and ooh, 3 goals back-to-back here for the Hammerheads. They're definitely going to seal this one up. I believe that they won game 1, so taking this one with a 2-0 lead. Interested to see how they close it out, because we've definitely seen a much better Colts team this go-round.
Yeah, but we've seen them a lot better in terms of how they're attacking on offense. At times, the defense kind of broke down, though. You know, I said it after the first game, the second man positioning wasn't allowing them to create offense. And I think they might have gone too far the other way. Sometimes they were just pushing up a bit too far and committing to things they didn't need to. And it got them some goals, but it also meant they gave up 17 shots. And Stack Pack almost dropped 1,000 points on them. So I'd say they need to find a middle ground, you know? Where's that second man where they can still keep the ball from getting cleared so easily? And also, how are they going to get good clears on defense? Because it really felt like the Hammerheads were, when they got onto offense, kind of controlling the ball and paced the game pretty completely.
Yeah, and of those 17 shots of the Hammerheads, 7 were goals and 8 were saved by the Colts. So 2 shots, not necessarily on net. That's a crazy stat. 2 out of 17 either got saved or 2 out of 17 not on net. 8 saved, 7 in. They definitely had a lot more opportunities to put the ball in the net, and I think it all comes down to the clears like you were talking about. It seemed like the Colts are just they're making clears, but they're not able to keep back up with them when they make the saves and push that ball downfield like maybe they could be doing. I'm going to have to work on their control and their positioning and just do something, get some life, try to get one here and fight off the sweep as Doomster's going to boom that one down. Dalton going to try to get that one off the wall to clear it, or to put it on net. It gets cleared out. Sinfis still there, going to try to keep that one in. Doomster drives around. Doomster with a shot around both the defenders, and that's a good way to make a statement and get started here. Doomster touching that one and just able to push it in.
Yeah, I mean, solid idea out of Doomster. Executes it well. Gives the Colts the lead. We've seen, how quickly that can fall apart for them as Sinfis gets 50, but honestly 50 in his favor. And one thing I feel like we haven't touched on a lot is just how different these two playstyles are. We haven't really seen anything in the air out of the Colts, it feels like. There hasn't been a lot of attempts at things. good pass there to Snack Pack is going to get shot, but the Hammerheads seem much more comfortable going into the air and attempting, some control plays. I think that's one of the biggest differences in these two teams, aside from just how physical they both want to be, it feels like.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. It definitely seems like the Hammerheads are a little bit better in the air, and able to do a few more things. And some of, I think, the Colts' struggles have been just to, how do you attack those things? How do you fight them off? How do you defend them and try to make them make those mistakes? Because really the aerial play by the Hammerheads has been almost perfect. It's just every other little thing that hasn't necessarily, I can't really say that it hasn't really gone their way, considering they're up 2-0 in the series, but it's every other little thing that seems like it's given the Colts some sort of opportunity. Dalton bounces off of that one. Colts look like they had an opportunity there and just not able to get anything done. Senfis is going to play that one off the wall. Almost centers it to Doomster, but I like what I'm seeing here from the Colts, and they just got to make sure that the Hammerheads don't get anything started here.
Yeah, I mean, as we say that, Snack Pack's going to take this into the air. Gets past one, gets a flip reset, but not able to do anything as that ball gets 50'd away by Senfis, who is up early enough to challenge. Good idea. Be up early. Don't let them use those mechanics, but Snack Pack gets a good touch there, but saved away again by Senfis, who doesn't have any boost, otherwise I think he takes that ball downfield pretty quickly. Rolls into the corner, Snack Pack up, but again carrying, and this is another reset, and there's that aerial prowess from the Hammerheads. They are just using the space the Colts give them to alleviate any chance of really getting shut down, and it gives them so much opportunity to push and get shots on net, and it's really a problem for the Colts.
Absolutely, and that play there was great. Senfis is going to catch that one. A good pass from Doomster with the long ball, long clear. Senfis just jumping over to this one and cuts it sideways to get it right into the net, and that's a good place at a good position with 2:03 left. Gonna have to keep this one up. Like you said, the aerial plays and the aerial touches of the Hammerheads making the difference, and the Colts are adapting, getting up for things early and making sure that they're watching their position, and maybe a little bit more communication, but Dalton's going to shoot that one on and cut that lead in half.
Yep. Great first touch from Snack Pack off the back wall. Doomster recognizes he needs to get that ball, but it's just a touch late, a step behind, and Dalton capitalizes really well. He's on top of that ball as soon as he needs to be, gets the shot past both defenders, and gets a beat in the air here, and this ball's going to go back into the Colts half right after they just get scored on. And it's a tough ask to keep that defense going even after you get scored on. But Senfis with a good clear. This ball's going to roll down to the corner. And look at a good touch. I think Doomster might have a shot. He's a little slow to this, but it is not a problem because the Hammerheads aren't up to play for it. And some control from the Colts, but a demo. Snack Pack with open net. Doesn't take his time. Might not have recognized he had it. Dalton's up, though, and that ball's going to get sent back. We're just playing ping pong here, but Snack Pack going to take this into the air once more. Challenged real early by Doomster. I think we've definitely seen the adaptation we wanted out of the Colts. Getting into the air sooner, challenge those aerial plays, and that's definitely a key to this series. But that's a shot on net. Saved by Snack Pack, but that's going to roll in front. How's this? How did that stay there for so long?
It just stayed there. That's exactly, if you're the Colts, that's what you want. You want it to sit there and count down time and count down the hours as it sat there, and Snack Pack almost gets the save, but it rolls in for Senfis, and goodness, what a shot and what a way to take that one and make it happen. 50 seconds left, 2 goals. Lead still not safe. The Hammerheads are playing aggressively, and once again, Dalton just doing anything and everything that's needed to push that one down the field. Snack Pack puts that one on net. Thought for sure that Snack Pack was going to be the one to put that in, but Dalton just getting aggressively to get there. And 44 seconds left. Colts are going to have to do something a little bit better to protect this lead.
Yeah, I mean, A good start is not getting scored on within the 5 seconds after kickoff. That was, something the whole series has been a problem for them. Oh, gonna drop down. Snack Pack's there, but I think with 2 Colts in the corner, I think we've seen too much of the Colts, on top of each other in their own half. There's been a lot of, not even double commits, but just both of them being in the same place and rotating through the same area. Dalton with a great shot, saved with my Doomster. And 10 seconds left, Hammerheads with the ball in the Colts half might be able to do something here, but gonna take a lot. Snack Pack with a shot off the corner. Senfis with a great touch to save it. This ball's gonna most likely drop as soon as Dalton with a good touch, but yeah, this ball's gonna drop and give the Colts a win. And bringing the series to 2-1 Hammerheads lead, but we saw some good adaptations out of the Colts that game.
Yeah, 3 goals on 4 shots and 5 saves. Definitely playing a little bit better, I'd say. Still 9 shots out of the Hammerheads, and they definitely saved a couple there, but that was a much tighter game than I think the Colts would have wanted, especially with the kickoff goal there. But they were able to get something going, and good for them to pull it off. And they're really just gotta watch the aerial play by the Hammerheads.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them, just being up early enough to keep them from getting control in the air. That's the biggest thing that we saw, was a lot of the attempts were shut down, and they didn't get a lot of the mechanics going. And it's so much easier when you know where the ball's going. Once they get, the reset or some of those air dribble touches, you're like, I don't know where the ball's going, really. They are in control, but when it's still in the air and you can see the trajectory, it's a lot easier to take that 50, win it the way you want, and put your teammate in a position to have success. And I think that's the key for the Colts. For the Hammerheads, you might just keep it on the ground a bit more if you recognize that they're challenging so early. Fake out a couple pops into the air. You'll probably bait out a jump or 2 from the Colts as we get into game 4. Doomster is going to put this nowhere, but Senfis is there to save it, so it's fine. And Hammerheads controlling the ball off kickoff.
Yeah, they've had control of the ball for a lot of the game. Senfis gonna put that one towards the net, gets a bump right at the last second on the defender, and Senfis with the opening goal here for the Colts. That was a beautiful beautiful play, and what a bump. Not on purpose, I don't think, but man, that was crazy.
Yeah, I think Dalton might have expected to touch the ground just a little sooner. Probably didn't want to flip there. Wanted to jump and then flip into the ball, but didn't get it. Gets a good carry here, though. And I mean, a good start for the Colts. Yeah, it's a long road, the reverse sweep, but they took the first step and they're off to a good start in this 4th game. Looking to equalize the series in this one. But again, 4 minutes left, plenty of time for the Hammerheads to figure something out and break down this Colts defense.
Yeah, Snack Pack's going to get that one around and bring it down towards the Colts end. Little hesitation move there. Not able to finish it off, but Dalton is there, and Dalton is going to finish that one off, and that's just an excellent shot there. An excellent pass off the wall by Snack Pack. Maybe not intentional, but Dalton's positioning definitely makes that happen.
Yeah, Dalton, he's just right there. Right where he needs to be. Recognizes where that ball's going to bounce off the wall. It's a good touch here. Senfis there to save it. But yeah, I mean, great positioning, great trust in his teammate to know that, yeah, you're going to get a good touch off the wall. I'll be there to read it, and I'll be able to shoot the ball right past both defenders and equalize the game. Snack Pack in the air again, going off the wall. Gets a touch, but not necessarily what he wanted. But Dalton's there to collect. 2 defenders to beat. Beats 1. Senfis dies, but heroic sacrifice is able to at least get the save.
Yeah, that's right. Snack Pack playing this one in the air, trying to play this one off the backboard. Doomster able to counter that. That one's going to bounce out. Can Senfis get there? Nobody able to touch that across the middle. Doomster is going to have to get back, play a little bit of shadow defense. Senfis is there. That ball almost getting around the Hammerheads, but the Colts not able to get there fast enough to make that one around. They do get back on defense, but Snack Pack up. and that one's going to kind of fall towards the middle. They had an opportunity. Doomster was there, brings it back for Simphus, and what a shot. That was some excellent teamwork.
I was worried Doomster would end up blocking this just with the way he had to pass that, but he did a great job to recognize that he wouldn't be able to shoot that in a way that was, a high percentage shot, just with the way he was carrying it. Knows Senfus is going to be pushing up mid, leaves it for him. He gets out of the way. That's the toughest part there, is getting out of the way of that shot, because Senfus is going to want to shoot that, low, keep it from going off the crossbar. A great execution there from the Colts. But space for Dalton, dangerous as always. Off the backboard, net's open, Snackpack shoots it wide. Might be a missed opportunity there, but would have been a tough ask. The ball's going to go back towards the Hammerheads half, and I think they'll collect this. Get a lot of space again. So much space from this Colts defense. You really want to see him up just a little bit sooner. Maybe it's a positioning thing, rotations, but they're just not quite getting there. I mean, it's working in these last two games, but it's definitely more pressure than they want anyways. Dooms for the shot. Dalton's going to put this to the corner. And even if the Colts are, winning and getting more goals, the shots really feel like they are in favor of the Hammerheads and a lot of this pressure. So you still might need to see them challenge just a little bit sooner still.
Yeah, you don't want to leave too much space. It's worked out, but like you said, could be a vulnerability, especially in one of these later games or late in this game. As that one's going to go up. Doomster able to get the clear. Senfus is going to push back on it. Got to beat Dalton. Not able to get there. Kind of flips off on their wheels. Dalton's going to go up, get the carry on this one. Maybe try to deliver it to Snackpack, but Doomster with the excellent play, going to push over for boost. Going to bounce that. Dalton is going to demo Doomster. That one's going to bounce on the net for Senfus. Senfus just trying to be basically everywhere they can. Doomster gets that one. It's going to go around. Dalton gets a touch. Senfus puts it on net, but just a little bit wide. That one's going to float. Snackpack making an excellent save there. I thought that one was going to float in, Ken.
Yeah, I thought it was too, but this ball's dangerous. Colts got to take a 3-1 lead as that ball just kind of floated around. Again, Doomster puts it back to mid, and Senfus is there. Able to get it past Dalton behind him. And Colts, weathering the storm of pressure, creating a lot of pressure of their own in that last 30-second sequence. And, it feels like we might be looking at Game 5. If you told me that for the first two games, I would not have believed you at all. But the Colts have really turned it around. A lot of credit to them for that.
Yeah, and Senfus with the hat trick definitely helps out too. Dalton's going to send that one down. Doomster is up. Have you noticed maybe a little bit of a role switch here between Doomster and Senfus? Because I feel like I have it. Senfus seems to have turned into the shooter, and then Doomster just playing second man and playing everything that's needed to back up Senfus, I think, has made a bit of a difference here, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree with that. We've seen Senfus taking a lot of shots. That's a good opportunity. Dalton is going to get a shot off of that pass from Snackpack off the backboard. And, 10 seconds left. Hammerheads, we've seen plenty of kickoff goals from them, so it's definitely not over yet. But something to watch. I agree, though. Senfus feels like has kind of taken more initiative as first man. And, that's honestly not even as first man, but he is the one doing a lot of the shooting. That's a great dunk from Snackpack. He might have an opportunity to pass it across mid, but Dalton's not there. Gonna stay on the ground, and the Colts eke out something there at the end. Really had us worried, maybe, if you were rooting for the Colts, but weather the storm. They did enough, and Senfus leading that offensive charge, definitely, as you pointed out, deserves a lot of credit. And Doomster did a great job, getting the passes to Senfus when he was second man.
Yeah, and wow, 5 shots, 3 goals, and 5 saves for Senfus. That's a pretty high number of saves. Hammerheads, 13 shots on net, 6 of them saved and 2 of them in. Those numbers are still staying pretty steady for the Hammerheads. That's pretty crazy. Dalton with the 2 goals, Snackpack with the 2 assists. If you're the Hammerheads, what do you feel like they have to do here to to pull out this game 5 because, like we said, momentum really seeming to be on the Colts side. What do you try to exploit to get this W?
It's hard if you're the Hammerheads, right? Because you're getting so many shots, they just start falling. I mean, if you're worried about the defense, I think you could look for some bump plays and some demos. We've seen that out of them already, but maybe you turn it up a notch. But it feels weird to just say, just shoot better. But it feels like that is kind of the biggest issue, is the shots aren't falling because they aren't putting them where they need to. You know? And maybe that's just need to take a little bit more time when you're going for shots, you know? Use a little bit more of that space the Colts are giving you when they do, because, you know, sometimes the Colts are making those challenges early, but when they aren't, I think you need to be going just a little slower and taking your time for these shots. That's really the big thing, is just shoot better. Which, if it was that easy, I would be an elite league, but, you know, who knows?
I agree with that completely, and making the best of the opportunities for sure. And I think maybe they're getting just a little bit too fancy with some of these shots, and the Colts are kind of figuring that out, right? I mean, everything seems to be up in the air and off the backboard. They haven't really had any straight shots, and when they do, that seems to work out better, especially for the score line. So that's the kind of stuff that I think that they just got to get back to. I mean, they're playing well. The Colts are just turning it up a notch here as of late, and Snack Pack's going to carry that one down. Doomster comes across the net, able to make a save. Snack Pack's going to keep that one towards the net, but Tempest with excellent defensive rotation. The Colts here just swapping back and forth as they've needed to. And Senfis staying with that one. Oh, double commit there. Dalton and Snack Pack bouncing into each other. Doomster tried to put that one on, but the defender was able to be there. Snack Pack's going to try to play that one from the sky to the ground. Little double commit there by the Colts, but nothing serious. Nothing happens there. Snack Pack up. Doomster circling around, trying to get back into position. Snack Pack going to play that one off the wall. Snack Pack going to play that in the air. Just doesn't get the second touch. Dalton was following, but nothing happens there. Senfis is pushing back for that ball. Doomster is up. Doomster's going to take that one off the back wall. Snack Pack playing that one, and Hammerheads right back at it again, but there's that shooting coming back to bite them.
Yeah, I mean, that was a tough shot, but definitely one that he could have made. And the second man, rotating for boost is understandable there, but it does mean that you don't get the follow-up shot off of what would have been a great opportunity. And the Colts have an opportunity to counterattack here, but Dalton's going to shut that down immediately. And I think, again, a touch there, create some space, and they'll be able to do stuff in this Colts corner. But a wide open net there, and they don't have anyone there to shoot it. Again, I think that might be one of the problems, is they're creating an opportunity and then not following up on them as well as they maybe should be able to. But the Colts still have a good clear here. Doomster playing slow, gets a flick over one. Snack Pack's there, though, and he'll bang that right back into the Colts half.
Yeah, and this game is over halfway over. I mean, 2 minutes left. Defense by the Colts has been outstanding so far. Fighting off everything that the Hammerheads have done. Senfis takes a shot, but not quick enough. Maybe a little faster, a little slower, and that one is in, but excellent shot on net there by Senfis, an excellent play. Doomster's going to chase this one down. 2 Hammerheads around with the bump. Snack Pack gets knocked into the air, but Colts not able to do anything with that one. Dalton was able to get back and get it cleared. Senfis put that one on net. Dalton able to make the catch, and time is just ticking away on this game 5. And I have to say, I think whoever scores first may take this one. That one's going to bounce out. Senfis has an open net. It's going to go just a little bit wide. That's got to be a frustrating one for the Colts. Snack Pack sending that one a little bit further down. Doomster is back. Dalton is there. Dalton bounces that one off the roof. Doomster was able to clear it. That's going to float center. Snack Pack going to push that one wide. Both of the Hammerheads in the same box there. I mentioned that on the stream last night too. Some of the positioning that goes into Rocket League is all about, is going to follow that one. But like I said, some of the positioning is is about not being in the same ninth of the field. You know, you divide it into like a tic-tac-toe board, and you just make sure that you are either behind or next to your teammate.
Yeah, I mean, Colts haven't had many opportunities this game, but they definitely made the most of that one. Get that pass to Senfis. Oh, smack that with a great opportunity off the post. And the Hammerheads, at this point, have to be wondering, why can't we get these shots to fall? It's not like they're getting bad shots. They're great. Dalton's going to get a bump here. That's going to open up the field, but Senfis, heroic effort there. Just gets the save, and the clock ticks down 20 seconds. Hammerheads in danger of getting reverse swept by the Colts in a defensive masterclass, I'd say, at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. They're getting desperate. Desperation time is here, and I don't think they're going to be able to keep this one up. That one's going to fall, and the Colts are going to get the reverse sweep. The Hammerheads had no answer there, getting shots, getting opportunities, but nothing falling. And man, that's a heartbreaker. I said, about halfway through, or 2 minutes, a minute 30 left, said whoever scores first is probably going to take this one, and that was right. But not for lack of trying. Hammerheads left that one on the goal line.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention the first two games, but the Hammerheads outshot the Colts every game, right?
It was, yeah, definitely. At least it seems that way. Maybe I didn't get the stat line for this one, but that is exactly what it seemed to me. I mean, just shot after shot after shot for the Hammerheads. But when they fell, they were up and they were winning. But man, woo! If those shots didn't get on and the defense, made the adjustments, it seemed to just be their downfall. You can take as many shots as you want, but if you overextend yourself and the defense is able to push that ball behind you, it's going to lead to goals.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, great series from the Colts. Getting through, making those right adjustments, seeing that play style change over time. That was a great showing from them. And if you're the Hammerheads, that's a rough one, but, Colts just equalize themselves in the standings with those Hammerheads. Still with a chance of finishing the season at 500. And if you're 500, I mean, playoffs are definitely a possibility. It'll be a tough road for the Colts, but they definitely can. Both the Colts and Hammerheads now at 2-5. As I believe we have somebody in here for an interview. Yes, we have Doomster. How you doing, man?
Hey, yeah, I'm doing great. Sunfist should actually be joining in a sec too. Oh yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, completely missed it.
Well,
yeah, welcome in. Good series. Sorry, Conway. I want to start off by saying that was a absolute defensive masterclass. I don't know how you guys held through all of those shots from the Hammerheads. How do you feel after those first two games? What changed mentally?
Go ahead, Doomster.
I don't even know. I was just more willing to be aggressive because I didn't really have anything to lose. So I think that definitely helped us. Beyond that, not really much for me, at least.
Fair.
Sunfist, you got anything?
Oh yeah. Honestly, with Doomster kind of being a little bit more aggressive, that kind of let me be a little bit more passive. Because normally I'm a more passive player, so it actually kind of worked out. But honestly, I didn't really change anything. I pretty much stayed the same. So
Yeah, that is fair. We definitely noticed, that it seemed like Doomster was kind of pushing up more and getting some more passes out to mid, and Senfis did a great job capitalizing on those. So definitely good adaptations in terms of that throughout the series from you guys.
thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, that was a nutty series, though. I did not think we were going to get the reverse sweep.
It was a roller coaster for sure. You got anything for him, Conway?
Yeah, I mean, we noticed that maybe you guys were staying on the ground a little bit more than the Hammerheads, but is that something that you felt was a strength of yours? Is just they seemed to be a little bit predictable there towards the end. You knew exactly what moves they were going to make and how they were going to play those balls. But did that require any adjustment from your part to fight off all those aerials?
Generally, I'm a more defensive player anyway, and I'm more comfortable on the ground. So it didn't really change anything for me. It was just how I generally play.
Yeah, I'm more since I'm more of a passive player. I tend to be more on the defensive side. So them shooting was actually kind of more of a comfort zone, I guess. But because I know every time they was trying to shoot, I was always trying to kind of counter with it. But they're like, man, Hammerheads, they were relentless, dude. They just kept shooting, even even
some
after
great
saving
shots.
it. Yeah, even after saving it, would hit it off to the side or whatever, and they're already back onto it again.
Yeah, we noticed that their shot totals were pretty high. I mean, there was one game where the game that they had won like 7-4? I want to say that was like the second game or whatnot. They had 17 shots, 7 goals, and you guys made 8 saves between the two of you. So that was a really great showing and kind of showed us like, yeah, they scored 7, but you saved 8. So your defense was definitely up there. So well played, you guys. That was great. It was a pleasure watching you.
Thanks. Well, we just
Yeah.
had to pad the save stats.
Oh yeah, that's all.
It's the goal every series.
That is fair. I don't have any more questions. Conway, you got anything for him?
No, I'm good. Once again, congratulations. I will open up the floor to you to give shouts to whoever you want to, and good job tonight.
Thank you. I don't know if I really, I shout Galloway. He's pretty cool, dude.
I'll shout out Harmonic, best GM this season.
Oh yeah, Harmonix, he's sick. He's a definitely a cool dude to have around.
Awesome. Well, once again, congratulations, guys, on the reverse sweep. Way to pull it out. We were enthralled the entire time. That's going to do it for this Saturday night edition of FDL. Please join us again tomorrow night as we watch the first match of the night will be Elite League Monkeys Rams, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Please come back and enjoy that one with us. I'm Conway. I've been joined by Ken. Shout out to Thor for streaming tonight, and we will see you tomorrow night.
Me down, had me feeling alone. So long gone. Right here and now, we can try this again. If you're in, I gotta see what I need to be free. Far from my purpose, head to God. I'm holding back, I've made it my plan. Seeing this next time, I show it off. Holding the key firmly in my hands. I'm looking forward, I know where I stand. And this is it, I have nothing to lose. Now is the right time, I'm making my move. I wanna hide now. You can't bring me down. I wanna hide now. You can't bring me down.
Here it comes.